live.
No, we are live. Welcome back to the
I had my
Lonely Marks
shtick, man. My one and
Wrestling.
only shtick, man. Come on.
Oh,
I know
I
you
got
want
you.
to do this. Oh,
Oh, he wanted to put his arms up. No, yeah, it's the Lonely Marks Wrestling
I just felt
podcast.
resonant. It was more like I was trans about to kill somebody.
Oh, were you running after somebody at a gas station? Is that what you were doing? And Josh Brolin had to tackle you and start ground and pounding. uh,
Damn it, Josh.
Damn it, Josh. Lonely Marks Wrestling Podcast. I'm Austin Pez Howell. Jacob Barber is on assignment at the comedy or something. He'll be off doing his thing. JPO, how's it going, buddy?
I'm not doing just dandy here another week in the world of wrestling. Our last, we say goodbye to the Peacock before we head to ESPN,
Oh,
uh,
boy.
or the other thing. And then,
Hello.
yeah.
Hello to the Stephanie McMahon VPN. What are you talking about?
Thank
that
you,
was
Steph.
funny.
So glad
That
you
was
taught me.
Yeah, I know. Use code Steph at checkout for 40% off. So, yeah, Richie, how's it going, buddy?
yeah, they weren't happy with her about that. I wonder why. Good to be here. Yeah, talk some wrestling and news and all that other stuff. Or that's pretty much it. Games. Yeah, maybe. And yeah, cool. Good to be here. And yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, let's before we get to the news headlines, as we're kind of alluding to here and there, we got a few things to talk about. Let's get some fantasy stuff out of the way and see what we've got going on. So Jacob is not here, but he sent us the fantasy totals as of today, as of yesterday's Dynamite for AEW concerning our rosters. Jacob is in fourth place right now with 330 points. Richie with 360 points. JPO with 405, and I am still hanging on with 460 up at the top. So as of right now, but as we always say, there are swaps are open as of right now, but in order of the point totals. So just as of right now, JPO has already burned two of his, so he only got one left. But unless of course there are prizes as we go along this year. If you win a prediction for an AEW pay-per-view, you get an extra slot. The first one was won by Jacob, so he bumped up to 4, but then he has burned two of his, or excuse me, he's burned one of his, so he is at 3 more total. And then Richie, you have burned 1. You swapped out Queen Aminata for JB Hayter in your wild card spots, so you have 2 remaining, and I have not used any so far, so I still have 3 remaining. So we go to Jacob first, and he did send a word that he will be burning one of his, so he will go down to 2 slots, and he is going to sub out one of his single stars, Juice Robinson. He said he's going to sub out for Shibata, so he is going to, I guess, try for those trios title defenses in the upcoming weeks. So he is going to go ahead and burn one of his for Shibata. I guess Juice Robinson, showed back up at the pay-per-view at All In, right? And I guess they haven't used him a whole lot yet. So yeah, that's AEW for you. They didn't really do much. Didn't really do much with Wardlow yet, have they? And he made a big return at the pay-per-view. But
I guess the problem with the Juice is they're also waiting for Jay White to come back, and he's coming back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a couple people on the horizon that while you guys are burning them, I'm saving mine if they come back. I'm waiting for like Eddie Kingston to possibly like pop back up or something, or some of those types of guys. So we'll see. But that will be Jacob's official one. So he has 2 remaining. Richie, you are in third place. You have 2 spots remaining. Would you care to make any substitutions this time?
I don't think so. I do like how even though I bumped up a spot in the rank, I'm third, not fourth, but I'm still exactly 100 points. I'm still exactly 100 points behind you. it's,
Okay.
it's quite but yeah, no, I like my roster at the moment, pending injuries or whatever. Maybe someone gets written off for whatever reason. So yeah, I think I'm okay. I don't think there's any stragglers, so I'll leave it for now.
Okay. We scoot up. APO, you have one spot remaining. You've burned through two so far. I mean, two smart ones, for injury purposes. So I will give you that. But you do have one left. If you'd like to make any further substitutions or burn the last one, you can do so at this time. Would you like to?
Give me Riho. No, I'm good.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those that she's there for the pay per view and then she'll be gone again for. When was the last time she was on TV? Like 2 years ago.
She shows up and then I guess like goes back to Japan, works out a visa, then comes back, goes back to Japan.
Yeah. So yeah, and then as for me, the only one kind of questionable on the horizon right now is it seems like Omega might be getting written off for a little while. I guess he's got like a game show to go do in Japan or something, is what I read.
Oh God.
Injuries, but he's got like a contract to go do a game show for a little while. I don't know what's something like that. It was weird. I was like, oh,
It's fun. Tony Khan, you're too nice sometimes. Like the pay-per-views in Canada. Maybe have one of your biggest Canadian stars on there. But no, let him go do a game show. Whatever.
Yeah. Like, could you at least work the pay-per-view first and then go? Like, it's 3 weeks.
Especially because they're teasing like Kenny Omega and Hangman versus the Bucks again. That's a huge match.
Like, that would be a huge match if we did it at the pay-per-view. But yeah, I maybe when he gets back, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hang on to him because I think he'll be back. Maybe in a month or two. I don't think he's going to be on permanently. The only guy I'm waiting for to really pop back up is Beast Mortos. Like, he hasn't been used as much, but he might just not be in and around Philadelphia for this like residency they're doing right now. And I think he'll be back once they move out of this Philly thing. So I'm not gonna jump on it just yet. But
I was about to say it wasn't that long since we last saw Rio. It was only back in July, and then I reread the date, 2024. So it has been over a year. I wonder if she was hurt though, because she didn't do anything in Japan. Like, that's her last match in general was July 2024. So
she was just on injury or something. So but as of right now, no, I'll still stick for right now. So all right, the only official one will be Jacobs, Juice Robinson substituting for Shibata. So
Marcos is in town. He's doing Ring of Honor, so he's there.
He's there. Okay, yeah, maybe he's just over on the Ring of Honor side doing that thing. So same with Athena, I guess, doing in the Outrunners. So I guess when we got extra people, you get to go to Ring of Honor for a little while. We don't have room for you on the ECW stage. All right, let's jump into the actual news and see what's going on. I think one of the big stories that just broke a couple of days ago was that HBO Max updated their terms of service. I'm going with that real quick first, and then you can jump to whatever you got, JBO. It updated the term of service, and we are in fact getting pay-per-views streaming on HBO Max, but not for free. We are getting them at a discounted rate.
$10.
$39.99 instead of $50 for HBO Max subscribers. I'll tell you, JPO, what I would have done if I had the ball. If Tony had the balls, if you really want to steal some headlines, like from WrestlePalooza that day, I would have said, hey, for HBO Max subscribers, we're going to offer this one pay-per-view for us to try us out. You know what I mean? One time only.
Yeah.
Come over, and we're going to stream all out from Toronto, Canada. We've got Cope and Christian. We've got FTR. We've got, this, that, the other. Come check out Hangman Page, blah, blah, blah. Like, all you need is an HBO Max subscription. We're going to stream it right on the front page. You know what I mean? Like, for free. Like, essentially for free. I mean, you'd have to subscribe to HBO Max, but like you could do that for like $10 or whatever, come do this, and come try us out, you know what I mean? And then going forward,
I like it.
It'll be $39.99. That's what I would have done if I was Tony. And if you really want to steal some headlines that weekend and get people to like come check out your product, maybe that haven't done so already, I think that would have been interesting, you know what I mean? As hey, come over here. You want to check out the competition? We got some former WWE guys. We got some of our own guys. Come check out our product. So that's what I would have done. But yeah, going forward, slightly discounted rate, $39.99. JPO, any thoughts on that? And any thoughts on what I proposed? Like if you'd had some balls,
no,
for a month.
Yeah.
give it a shot and be like, hey, we also have older pay-per-views and Dynamite streams every week.
Yeah.
Every week on HBO. Like, come over here and see what we got to offer.
I wouldn't even say it was a ballsy move. I think it would have been a smart move to go, okay, listen, it's one of those, like, lose some money to gain some money kind of things, potentially, where, okay, let's make this debut, even maybe argue, like, half off, like, $20, $30, maybe, because, like, $10 is fine, but, like, that's going to be just the standard price. So, yeah, do something more special to go, this is our debut on Max as far as a pay-per-view first airing goes. Hey, let's go out with a bang, like you said, not the first ever ENC match, not because we saw them at the last show, but, like, a really juicy Edge and Christian match, this, that, and the other. Like the other things that they have on the platform. Try to, obviously, because they are coinciding with WWE now, so try to maybe steal some eyeballs from that. So yeah, no, I think it would have been smart, because this to me is like, it's better than nothing, but it's not much better than nothing.
yeah.
Like it's above nothing.
But you still have to have a subscription, which is at least $10 or $15, whatever it is.
Well, that's why.
Roughly,
if you're not intrigued by HBO Max, you have no inclusion to go to HBO Max. If you have no inclusion of watching other products from HBO Max, stick with your Prime, stick with whatever you use. Because like you said, once you add on the HBO Max subscription, you're actually probably over the normal price of the pay-per-view. Because even with ads, I think it's 12, 16. Like, it's not a $10 one, I don't think. Yeah, right. So if you don't plan on watching other products, cool. You'll get a little bit of a bang for your buck, sort of, tiny bit, but otherwise, it ends up evening out anyway.
I was hoping for more of like a $30 price point rather than a $40 price.
A chunk, yeah.
Like
this doesn't,
rather than 10,
this doesn't entice anyone new. I feel like it's like, okay, so I'm spending the same amount of money. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I'll be doing it just because it is something, and I already do.
Yeah, you're like it's better than nothing, but it's not much better than nothing. You are saving $10 because you have both anyway.
Well, and we'll see how the streaming goes. Like, if I don't know, we'll see if like Netflix or like Prime, these people who have streamed live sports events. I know from what I heard, JPO, it wasn't so much the capability of them doing a live streaming, sporting event. It was more like they had to set up like the one-time purchase thing is what it was. They had to get that in order.
True. That's brand new.
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
They had to add that on and work out the logistics of that. More so than that, we'll see if it's able to handle the live stream. I don't know if they've ever done something like that, much like Netflix. I mean, Netflix obviously does Raw. They had done NFL.
They've done sports, haven't they? I'm not a sports guy, but I feel like they've done boxing and shit, have they not?
Live? I don't know. They do basketball.
Yeah.
Well, they do basketball on TNT. So
there you go.
That's something. So yeah, I mean, if they can handle the bandwidth, I don't imagine more people would be watching an AEW pay-per-view than would be watching like a NBA Finals or something like that on HBO.
Yeah.
So
I mean, hopefully they're smart and they plan to have like Netflix had to. Netflix already had the Mike Tyson / hot dog / all that already worked out by the time they got to Raw.
Yeah, the only hiccup they had was during that that Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing, but that was only because I think their servers were literally crashing. They had like 100 million people watching it or something like that.
Well, that's what I was saying. They maybe should have planned. They should have planned better for that, because they had that problem. It helped out the wrestling, I think, or at least made them be prepared.
Yeah. Because I think that was even more than people would have watched like an NFL game, on Christmas or something like that. So,
also Netflix. It looks like Netflix might be getting. I can't believe this is true. They might be getting Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson. That's actually.
Oh, Tyson, no! Stop! Stop it!
Having exhibition match, and that's happening.
Why is boxing is becoming the new wrestling? Like, who's the old star putting out for money?
Who's the person we're just gonna trot out there for like a quick bump in viewers and just roll back out? Yeah, I mean, was anybody asking for that? Especially logistically after seeing Tyson.
I was gonna say
in that fight, like Floyd Mayweather would destroy him. Like Tyson wouldn't even touch him. It just wouldn't even happen. Like he wouldn't even get a punch in. So
well, also after seeing like, no offense, that Jake Paul fight wasn't exactly the most thrilling thing ever. So while Floyd's a little bit older than Jake Paul, he's still young enough to where he could, if he wanted to, either he's gonna be the shot of him, it's gonna be sad, or B, it's going to be another boring sparring match. So like that's the best bet.
It's more likely to be boring because of how Floyd Mayweather fights. He's more of a point fighter, so yes, it'll probably be boring.
He's more of a
he might get cocky though.
Yeah, he's a defensive fighter, so yeah, like it's not gonna. He's not the most exciting guy to watch, but all right, sure. Anyway, so what else we got going on, JPO? What you got on deck for right now, and then we'll kind of bounce around here.
Oh yeah, the other big news is let's light it up, guys. Is AJ Lee popping up on SmackDown tomorrow?
Well, yeah, I was going to address that as part of the ending of the pay-per-view, but yeah, sure.
Oh. You could. I feel like it's more news than necessarily directly linked to the pay-per-view, but yeah, that's kind of coincides.
Well, I mean, we could definitely talk about, there was the segment with Becky, yes, on Raw, where, they had, CM Punk was calling out Rollins, Becky comes out, they start kind of sparring back and forth, and long story short, it ended with her just, basically slapping the shit out of him multiple times, and, him just kind of standing there taking it and basically saying that, he wouldn't do anything about it, but he'll have somebody else do something about it. So
I know. WWE shop fucked up because somebody was like, "Where's the AJ Lee merch?" And they're like, "Don't worry, pending return. We're working on it." And then it got deleted, which is even worse than I think just leaving it up.
oh yeah.
Yep.
Oopsies.
Yeah, it's too late, guys. If you're a major company and you tweet, it's evergreen. Like I don't care how quick you are. That shit is screenshotted instantly.
That's screenshotted and it lives forever.
That
well, I don't see any way around it.
Somebody was even I saw something pass by where somebody was like, "Oh, her new theme is leaked," and she got Def Rebelled, and like I don't know if it was real or not. Something out there where it started out with the "Let's Light It Up" thing, and then went like and then went to like a darker like version of it or something.
I would hope she has enough pull that she could just get because considering she's a wife of CM Punk, that she could just come back to the old theme.
Yeah, we'll see. How that works, but no, I mean it's going to be. I mean, we don't know 100% for sure until SmackDown most likely, but yeah, the fact that CM Punk was like, "Hey, where's SmackDown from, Adam Pearce this Friday? Oh, Chicago. Oh, perfect. Like tremendous." So yeah, that's
It'd be funny for old troll. It's like, here it is. Here's what you're waiting for. My ex-girlfriend, Lita. Or my ex-girlfriend, Beth Phoenix, because he got around. He got around.
Maria, Mike Bennett's wife. I feel like the late great Daphne. See, fuck that date review. Yeah.
Who's Matt Riddle been criticizing about? You hang out with Cora Jade too much, so it's Cora Jade. Cora Jade.
He got fired.
Matt Riddle needs to lay off the whatever he's smoking.
Smoking or snoring too. He has been into that. So
yeah.
And also, the pink hair doesn't suit you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is AJ Lee's first match. First time we've seen her since March 30th of 2015. And that post-Mania Raw, her, Naomi, and Paige defeated the Bellas and Natalya. So if Naomi comes back from pregnancy and they bring back Paige and the other Bella, we could just redo that match in 2026. So,
is that everybody? Is that what everybody's been clamoring for lately?
I just thought it was funny. Like 10 years later, like, oh, we're close to redoing that match all over again. Paige wants back. We got one Bella back. Naomi will be back. So, the only other thing AJ has done wrestling wise is one, just like Punk, she guest starred on the Heel TV show as a fictional wrestler, and then she was involved with Women of Wrestling for a little while as like a producer and on-air commentator. But she's left that since too. She did that for about a year or two. So her first match in anything, her first major thing in general, outside of maybe like a couple of convention appearances. So she's stayed pretty far away from wrestling for the most part this last decade. Also too, the way it looks like it's matching up just date wise. I believe tomorrow will also be John Cena's last SmackDown. The way it seems to be going, a lot of people are saying date-wise lining up. So, some more Raws and a couple of PLEs, but we're nearing the end of well, I guess technically these appearances don't really count. Like you said, he will appear as an ambassador and an appearance later, I guess so. But yeah, That's true. They always say like his last like 12. It's always dates though, and the more I think about it, I'm like, does that really matter? Because he'll probably appear on SmackDown again someday. You know, with just another
Yeah,
appearance.
I don't know. Um, yeah, how many actual matches he's going to have left, and like how many of those are actually going to be matches? You know what I mean, rather than just promos.
So we got the mysterious WrestlePalooza match, right? Is that still
Right.
mysterious?
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty heavily hinted it's going to be Brock. You know, most likely.
Why wouldn't they just say it?
I don't know why they're not just already announcing it, but they might announce it this week or something like that.
That's why I thought maybe it wasn't that. I know the other names floated around are Jericho and Angle.
I think maybe it's because they're just focusing on the AJ hype like this week or next week, and then they'll
maybe
pivot back to Brock. You know,
I highly doubt it's Angle. He can't go.
No, that's more of a hopeful than a logical one.
Like
I know AJ's been floated as one of them. You know, as
would that have been a decade though? Might have been.
I mean, yeah, not the decade thing, but it's close. But you know, not quite.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It wouldn't necessarily fit what they've at least hyped.
It's. Well, I mean, as far as the ones you're talking about that fit the parameters, I mean, I think
it does. But I don't know if you debut him like that soon. I don't know, but I know you probably have to because it's seen the thing. I don't know. Jericho fits. Miz fits, unfortunately.
No, I love you, Miz, but no, it's not that. Not on pay per view. Maybe they throw him like one random Raw or SmackDown match, like maybe, but no. Shout out to the other WWE news. Big SmackDown title change. Sami Zayn is now your U.S. champion. Yeah, it's still go on Friday for that title here. And some YouTube news if you're interested in checking out some Maple Leaf Pro, which is the new company by what's that fucker's name? Scott D'Amore. There you go. Who was the head of TNA creative for a while here, but then got let go. Maybe because of this new WWE stuff. But they'll be on YouTube tomorrow, the 5th, at about 7 o'clock or so. Josh Alexander versus TJ Perkins, Priscilla Kelly, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Ace Austin, Billy Gunn, and more. Got a little bit of a freebie show. Normally they're on Fight TV trailer for a price. And then also, too, as we're talking, or it might be over by now, actually, TNA was airing their show live on YouTube as well. So maybe that replay might be up a little bit. They usually don't keep them up forever, though. So if you're interested in seeing the TNA episode tonight, check it out sooner than later. Our good buddy Chico Adams, Pez.
Yeah, Chico Adams, yeah.
He posted another photo. He trains with Natalia a lot. And he posted another photo of them at their school training. And I didn't even notice this until I looked at news reports. But and Rey Mysterio's there, which that's very noticeable because it's a guy in a Rey Mysterio mask. But also, Rey Mysterio was there because Aaliyah Mysterio was there training. So could we have another young Mysterio on TV at some point? It's looking possible. She's at least in training. Also sprinkled in there too, as well, evidently, are two of Tatanka's sons and Brody Lee Jr. is still, training to be a wrestler one day. So lots of juniors and Ray's daughter, two Tatanka sons, and Brody Lee Jr. And then a splash of other WWE guys too, like Apollo Crews, Angelo Dawkins is there with Natalia. Tyson Kidd, of course, is still there helping teach as well. So yeah, and then our boy.
Well, and I know, we'll see if there's another generational guy because maybe in a year or so, remember Scott Steiner's kid has signed one of those deals. Once he finishes up his football commitments, he has expressed interest in possibly starting to train with WWE. He's thought about it. He certainly has to look for it. If we saw, I think I showed the
Scotty Breaker.
Scott Breaker. So I mean that would certainly be interesting if he started and then like we had a new basically Steiner brother sort of tag team. That would be kind of interesting.
You got a few people in that program. You got Mark Henry's kid. You've got
Henry's kid who's been talking for years about wanting to be a wrestler. I know this has been a lifelong goal for him.
Yeah, you've got Titus O'Neil's kid in there as well.
Hopefully he's better than his dad. Oops, sorry, that was me.
I haven't seen them in a while, but obviously you still got Devon's kids who tagged.
Oh yeah, they've been around for I think I want to say around me, so like a decade or so plus. Yeah. They're actually kind of grouping with Vince at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Malcolm's saying apparently they've kind of goofed and saying it might end up being in January, his final match for Cena wise. So I mean I could see them extending that. I mean, is his final match really going to be on Saturday night's main event? Is it really going to be on a Saturday night's main event? His final match?
Why not? I mean, I think it gives him his own show instead of also piling on top of a Rumble. Like that, I feel you give him his own thing, like Shield's final chapter, is more special than just a Rumble and Cena's last thing, and a world title match, and another world title match.
I would hope they've had at least enough sense, though, to work with Peacock and saying, hey, for his whole final segment, though, can we not have a commercial break in between it?
Oh, yeah. Well, true. Because it is Peacock. So I was going to say, because they're on, this one is Peacock exclusive, right? So they might have a little more regular.
Saturday night's main event is still on, NBC Peacock. So going forward,
yeah. Well, I know it's on Peacock, but I just mean I don't think it's on NBC like the channel anymore. Is what I'm saying.
I think it still is it not? Why wouldn't it be?
The plan was it was about to become Peacock exclusive. I think it starts with that one. I'm pretty sure. Like it's not on NBC. It's not like Saturday Night Live where you can watch it either or. It's just Peacock. Yeah, you double check that for sure. But I believe that was the plan pretty soon here.
But also, I thought the idea of them doing it on Saturday Night's main event was because they want to counter program World's End, which is that date. So I don't know. They still might do that because they're petty. But I would
just find. I feel like even Cena would fight it, because he has been saying in every single, Jimmy Fallon, Entertainment Weekly, Podcast with Idris Elba, December. You know what I mean? It's just I find it very weird. Cena was like, January. Like I just don't see them. That's a weird thing to backpedal on. I feel he has said December so many times now.
Yeah.
I know we're all excited for this call up. Tony D'Angelo, baby. Sounds like they're ready to call him up. So let's get excited. I know he's Richie's favorite.
The Don on TV pretty soon.
The Don, baby.
The Don.
TV is fucking lame.
Hey, and an Italian. That's okay.
It would be weird if the Don debuted on TV earlier than Trick Williams. I'm just.
Oh, the Trick. Well, hasn't he been around longer? The Don's been around longer. Wait, has he? I don't know. About the same, maybe. That's looked up.
But
yeah.
I watched about half of Ring of Honor's pay-per-view because it was free. They were having streaming issues
because they goofed and moved it over to YouTube. So yeah, I did see that the entire pay-per-view.
It wasn't a goof on YouTube. It was them hearing that like people kept bitching on Twitter, like, "Hey, your feed sucks." So it was Tony's decision to go. Okay, fine.
What I'm saying. It was goofing on whatever regular feed they were doing.
Yeah.
They moved the whole thing for free on YouTube, and then I did see the entire replay of the event. It popped up on my YouTube feed. They just flat out uploaded all of Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah,
like on YouTube. So you could go on YouTube right now. And watch
all of it, or like 80% of it. I got to.
The thing said 3 hours and 56 minutes. So I'm assuming pretty much all.
Oh, okay. I might have saw the live feed then because mine was less than 3. I want to say so. Okay, so I only watched the original feed.
Or if there was a pre-show, whatever, but it was close to 4 hours. I'm assuming it's everything. So that was basically your whole card. Which I heard there was some good stuff on there. A lot of people were talking about the Jay Lethal match on the pre-show, saying it was really good. That he had a really underrated great match. I know. Bandito and Hechicero went like 40 or 45 minutes. That wasn't even the main event.
Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna speak on that real quick. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I was right and wrong. So yeah, I watched like the initial stream that started off like after it had already begun. So I didn't see all of it, but I watched the pre-show. And I did see the last 3 hours. I'm missing that first hour or so here. But yeah, Jay Lee, good Jay Lee. I believe he opens the show with Jordan Oliver. Good opener. I wish he'd get off the pre-show though. Like, damn, it sucks that a former multi-time world champion. That's 2 pre-shows in a row, if not more. Definitely 2 in a row. Yeah. So because Dustin Rhodes is out, double knee replacement for Dustin Rhodes is so he's off for a while. If not, I would almost say like maybe should be forever. But like I know he's gonna go and come back, so we'll see. but he's off for a while or so. Both matches, Sammy Guevara, first for the trios titles, he pivoted in as Dustin Rhodes to defend with the Von Erichs, but they lost. The Shane Taylor Promotions, Shane Taylor, Sean Dean, and Carly Bravo are your new six-man tag champions for that. Good noted Q match. QT Marshall actually defeated Paul Walter Hauser. Hauser putting him over in that match. New tag champs. Sammy Guevara originally said that he was going to choose one of the Von Erichs. Instead, he kind of turned heel and chose the Roosh. So Guevara and Roosh are your new tag team champions. They defeated the Outrunners to win those titles here. Not 45, but 37 minutes in a row. Bandito and Hechicero had a really good match. And I remember because, again, it's a 37-minute match. I, forgot that there was one more match. So I didn't watch the main event because I was so tired. Because I was already, gun set of going to bed. Because then Athena did beat Mina Shikara in the main event. Yeah, good pay-per-view when I saw it. Like you said, if anyone's interested, it is for free on the YouTube. And yeah, 3 hours and 56 minutes. And that's not including the pre-show, by the way, y'all. So if you want to watch those pre-show matches with Jay Lethal and 3 other matches, then you do have to go another hour in. So 5 hours if you want to watch all of it.
Yeah. But it was almost like a happy accident because, I feel like because it was more accessible to people, it was, more people watched it and they're like, hey, this show's pretty damn good. Maybe you should. Maybe you should not hide it on your studio.
He did. It's not hiding it. I think it was them hoping for the best that we'll get $10 just for the TV show. And I think unfortunately in this day and age, and that was really not a lot of people are doing it. Because I know on the scrum, Tony did mention that if you notice, and they have on their YouTube, they have been doing more. Not every week, but they've been doing a couple of years a full episode. Here's a holiday special. You know what I mean? They've been doing that more, and it does because again, almost every scrum they go, Tony, are we ever going to get this on Max or somewhere else? Besides the Ring of Honor app, no one's doing it. They don't say that last part, but almost every scrum they ask him, and again, he kind of gives the whole yeah, it'd be great to package it up, but sometimes these things happen. But he's he did mention they've been having some success on just putting it to YouTube, so I can see them doing more on YouTube. I wouldn't mind them for I don't know, $5, and doing what TNA used to do. I don't know. So
yeah, I mean, I think make it $5 and be hey, it's going to be on the main YouTube channel. You know what I mean? You can log it there. But I feel like most people would pay $5 to see a couple of the AEW guys.
I could be more intrigued by that.
Yeah, and a couple of people you maybe don't see as often. See some title matches. Put a few of the episodes.
That or if you're willing to have a monthly pay-per-view, then I could do 10, 15. TNA does. If you're saying that and then once a month on a Saturday or Sunday, you give a 3-hour show. Do a smaller arena.
Well, also just promote it more on TV. I feel like sometimes it's oh, hey, by the way, as a footnote, hey, there's an interview next week. You know what I mean? It just doesn't really get out there. Although from what I saw at their peak when they moved it over to YouTube for free, they had 20 or 25,000 people watching live. From what I heard, that's not bad for a live show. On YouTube, that's pretty good. So I mean, they were getting a fair amount of eyeballs on the product, and I feel like that would have been a good indication of hey, if you actually put it out there even for free a couple of times in the near future to get eyeballs on it, it would work.
This pay-per-view alone had 192,000 from the feed I watched, which is 2.5 hours. Then the full 4-hour feed, even more at 204,000, which means almost, I'm bad at math, 400,000 people watch this show alone. At least the majority of it, because the one feed is missing an hour. But that's not bad. 400,000 watching this one particular show shows that there is some interest for sure. Again, it's a good roster. That 37-minute match is pretty damn good, actually. You got to go watch it if you got 37 minutes.
If you go to the Ring of Honor, YouTube page officially, there's a full upload that's the full stream. It's almost 4 hours. I mean, it has 204,000 views, which is not bad. And there's even another one that is 2.5 hours. I'm not sure if that's just the main.
Wait, I just said that. That's literally.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like, there's two different streams though. Like, there's two.
No. But I just said that. There's the one I watched, which was the live stream that started late,
right?
Which is the 2.5 hour one. Yeah. Then the 4 hour one is them just going, okay, here's the full thing on replay.
But it seems weird they would keep the other shorted one then. Why wouldn't
I think just because, well, yes and no. It seems strange on paper, but I think maybe it's one to show that they do have the views. And then also, too, like, I don't know, if people click on it and it's getting the money, they're not going to stop. So, I don't know. Yeah. You could argue both ways, maybe.
And then they uploaded separately the Paul Walter Hauser match on its own video.
Okay. Did they? Okay.
The Paul Walter Hauser, full match versus QT Marshall. Yeah. So, I mean, that makes sense because he's a celebrity, to a degree. So, yeah. It makes sense to like promote that. So, all right. But another quick note I had, and I'll go back to you is, another week has gone by, JPO, where Raja Jackson is not arrested yet.
Right.
So he's still a free man as of right now. But on a more positive note, Psycho Sid is out of the hospital, so he is.
Stu.
Psycho Sid.
You said Psycho Sid, and I'm like, he's not out of the hospital, buddy. I got bad news for you, Pez.
Psycho Stu is back home. He is still recovering. Still a lot of significant injuries. The good news is that his GoFundMe is over $200,000 now, so that is certainly helpful to his cause. And then there was this weird thing where a company called Danger Pro Wrestling in California, announced and was like, "Oh, hey, on our next show, we're gonna have Raja Jackson." And then there was a weird thing where then the venue that hosts their shows was like, "No, you're fucking not. He's banned from the building." So that was.
I didn't see that part. Nice.
No, there was a whole thing where the building like tweeted out and was like put out a statement of like, "No, we're not having that guy whatsoever to do in our building. He is not allowed in our building." So I don't know if it was just one of these dumb things where like some small promotion was like, "Hey, we'll get some clicks on our website, just by doing something stupid," and announcing somebody who's like infamous. It's kind of like when. You'll see this occasionally. They did it with like Kevin Spacey and a few people where like a convention will book somebody that's like canceled just to get like eyeballs on the convention.
Eyes on
it. Yeah. And then it'll stir up like a bunch of, press and then,
they've done that a few times in wrestling with Joey Ryan. Joey Ryan keeps trying to make a comeback in certain promotions and like, no.
I think that's a bit different though than what we're saying. Like the Kevin Spacey thing and like this thing, like Danger Pro definitely did it just to get people talking about him. Joey Ryan is him truly like trying to sneakily get back into wrestling, and people not knowing or being more forgiving than some.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's like but these people trying to like trying to go on posters going advertising like, hey, this cancer person's on, and then like. Immediately going, show's not on, that backfired. It's just like,
so I don't know. Dude's still not arrested though. Just putting that out there. It's a whole another week where Raja Jackson.
There was a part of me though, Pez. I wanted to advertise for RPW Raja versus Chase and Rance. I think that would sell some tickets.
That certainly would be. Stir up headlines. I don't think it would actually end up happening, but that would be something, yeah.
I'm not saying I would actually book it, but I'd say I booked it. Just get a headline.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, just kidding. We're just using his ring. We just, rented out his ring.
No, you're still a piece of shit if you do that, actually. Don't give them that money. There's other rings.
You do know AEW did that one time and then got the backlash.
Well, they fucked up. Yeah, no, like, I'll defend that too. Kenny Omega asked around. Unfortunately, at this point in time, like he was still like a well-used guy, still getting booked. So like, he's a two-former Ring of Honor guy. He's a good ring. Everyone agrees. Cool. Like they didn't, you don't do a background check on necessarily every single person. So unfortunately, he got in, did the pre-show. That's when later on they're like, hey, on your pre-show, kind of a piece of shit. So I don't blame them either. Like, and luckily because you got us for the news, unfortunately, that's why like I don't want to pick it fence everybody out of wrestling, obviously, but like if you deserve to be picking it out of wrestling, then like That's why I like the speaking out movement. 'Cause if you don't speak out, then you have people like Jason Ransom somehow actually still technically is still wrestling like 16-year-old girls, which is
It's still
mind blowing. Still doing it. Saw
Still
the other day a girl
training.
putting him
Yeah.
in a fucking head scissors lock, and I'm like, come on, guys. I'm like,
Yeah.
no way she's more than 18. Like, and probably even younger.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, it's
how do we get on
weird,
this? Oh, yeah, Roger Jackson.
I know, like, I know it's bad optics. I know, like, people like Moose and Booker T have been like photographed at his school. Like, there's a way, like, surely they kind of know. I don't know. Maybe.
At this point, it's been I feel it's been a couple years since anyone of note has done anything. Because again, like unfortunately, again, like not to defend Booker T and Moose, but kind of defend them in the sense of like I could see them just being like, "Hey, what's a good place? Oh, I live in Orlando. Oh, there's a school, and Larry Zbyszko supports, and Scott Hall used to support the same school, and like if you don't know, you don't know, kind of thing, So you go and as far as they know, it looks like it's all run on the up and up. Like I get it how you can just not know.
Yeah.
Moose used to be booked by them all the time too, so that might have just been like a grandfather, like I'll keep supporting you.
I mean,
Like, I'm like, oh, maybe not.
before all that came out, I worked some Jason Brand shows, like because everybody,
Yeah.
like I mean, everybody around.
I met him. He was last time I saw him. He remembered me, and I was like, "Oh, you remember me?" 'Cause I don't
No,
anymore.
this is also the days where like everybody was working everybody's stuff. It was just like it was a Florida,
Yeah.
like like you worked here one week and then you worked here another week.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, like you remember the day. It was a Florida indie thing.
At one point too, like Jason Rance is legitimately one of the most booked top 5, top 10 guys in Florida. Like he was everywhere.
Yeah,
Like I said, he did TNA stuff. He did Ring of Honor stuff. He did, he was on FIP all the time.
I ref some of remember Scott Hall's kid was working for a while. I ref some of his matches.
Yeah, Cody Hall is another vision.
Yeah, I refed Tim Zbyszko, Larry Zbyszko's kid was working in Florida a lot around that time before he moved up to the Carolinas. He's Ripper Zbyszko now. But yeah, like I got to meet like Stevie Richards there. Like I met like some other I met briefly Scott Hall like at one of those shows. Like this is before he passed away.
He was a big supporter for a while. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I met like I got a chance to like meet a bunch of those cats like around the time, and then like after everything came out, then a lot of people bailed. You know what I mean? Like and got the hell out of there. Like it just was what it was. So and then he kept a few people. A few people hung around him. But yeah, there was some. I got stories I'll tell you off air about all that whole situation. But I will not tell them on the air. I do have some
lonely marks after tonight.
If you want, if you guys want some off-air stories, I will leave it at
that.
So inside info. What else you got, JPO? Anything? Any other?
No, just 2 more quick notes. We mentioned before Rio and Mercedes Moné will be battling it all out for her title. So. What's that? Real Grand predictions? Monet, cool. We'll go through it.
All right. I'll just go ahead and write that. Let me go ahead and pre-make my.
Yeah, we're gonna put that down.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
When is she gonna get a challenge? And I'm like, oh, cool. I can see her losing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, match might be okay. But again, that's one that I have pretty much zero doubt for. And also too, I guess, like I said, she hasn't done a match in July. Like maybe fight for it. Remind me.
Yeah. Why did she get a title shot for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has not held. She only held that title once. I thought maybe she did 2 times. Maybe I'm thinking of Sarah Rashida. But yeah, she only held that title once 5 years ago. So it's not even like she was a recent champ by any means. Nonetheless, I want to say another unfortunate GoFundMe. The reasoning for a wrestler named Jonathan Echeverria, better known as Jaka, who was a Evolve guy for a while. Unfortunately, suffered a heart attack at a pretty young age as well. So if you want to look up that GoFundMe for Jonathan Echeverria, aka Jaka, Jaka. They're currently at 20 out of $24,000 goal here. Tony Khan actually is your top donator at $5,000. He already put in, so he's kind of a quarter of it right there. John Silver has added, and Maxwell Jacob Friedman threw in $300. Maybe be anonymous if that's all you're doing, MJF. Just saying.
Now, again, at least Jericho like proudly goes, Chris Jericho, $2,500. You know what I mean? Like right up there.
No, yeah, because I don't know. Because again, like, okay, so what I said? Johnny Silver, is he like, what was he in? But like again, like, I'm not saying that's bad. It's more than I'm able to do right now. Johnny Silver is two. If Johnny Silver, the guy on Ring of Honor and AW Dark, can give two, I think multiple world champion, or at least one time world champion, and on all the pay per views, MJF, a little more, or be anonymous. Like three's better than nothing, but be anonymous though. Oh, let's be fair because I might get him some hill heat.
Yeah. All right.
You
got any notes, Richie?
I got a couple of one. Looks like the writers Vincent and Dutch have been telling into promoters that they're finishing up the indie dates, which indicates that they might be going to. That looks like they're probably going to WWE soon. So.
Interesting. This would be if it happens, it'll be actually Dutch's second run with the company. He was an FCW guy back in the day. In fact, I saw him sing "Sweet Caroline." They for some reason had the FCW guys do karaoke as a way to get them to get better on promos one night at an FCW show. He talked about that in a in like a shooting interview one time. I think I have footage of it somewhere. I gotta find it.
Yeah. Be interesting because the gimmick is very like white family coded. I don't know if so
that could be a good feud, actually. The good versus the evil creepies.
Yeah. But yeah, in saying that though, like I mean, yeah, there'd be a good feud, but I do think Raw needs tag teams on SmackDown. I mean, what? I mean, they need tag teams on Raw. Yeah, so yeah, Raw needs that. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, they need more tag teams on Raw. So I would. It would be nice if they. I don't know if they're going to go through NXT, but once they do, it'd be cool thing into Raw because Raw has no tag division basically. We're back where we were when when they're like, oh, Adam Pearce was like yelling at JD and Finn, you never put them in the tag titles. I feel that we're back there again. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. And I just one thing I forgot last time. AEW coming back to Brisbane. There you go. I forgot that last time I mentioned off there. But so I'll be going to going to that house show. Yeah. So because I think they're doing the Grand Slam in Melbourne. So we'll check that out. And maybe just a note, just because I don't know, it seems to happen more and more lately. I don't know how to listen to this, but like, hey, like if you see, if you're a fan and you see a wrestler out in public, don't be like just kind of back off. I don't know, just like don't be like you saw the footage of like Rhea Ripley getting swarmed by fucking people in like their fans in Paris. Like,
yeah, I saw that. Like one or two people go up and just start doing the thing where like they don't even ask her; they just start like holding the phone out and taking selfies. You know what I mean? Like forcing the picture on you. That's like kind of a dick move. And I remember when Dax rolled through like my Publix, like he was with his family. I waited till he was like on a different aisle than the family, like looking at something, and I was like, "Hey, brother, like, how's it going? Like, I'm just a fan. Do you mind if I get a picture with you?" You know what I mean? And just like, quick. And he was like totally cool about it. You know what I mean? It's like, let's not make a scene about it, and even like away from like his kid and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? But yeah, like that's don't be a dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard to not be a dick.
Yeah. It was like same earlier. It was like at a shopping mall, and he got sworn. It's like but like Rhea is just trying. It's weird. They're both and James too. They both weren't like. I think maybe there's an argument for like maybe have like security with them or like at least have some like maybe buddy up or something because like Rhea like literally trying to get into an Uber and they're like blocking her from getting into an Uber. It's kind of scary. It's just like, dude, what? Wait, why is your humanity like you're so starstruck that your humanity just goes? You're like, no, you forget that they're human beings. It's just kind of crazy, but it is. Yeah, I'm sort of. And it's not the first time she said to say something too. I'm not. in regards to fans coming out. So I don't know. I do hope. Unfortunately, it's probably not the last incident. We'll see, but I do hope one day, people kind of smarten up to this stuff because it's just kind of the difference between being a fan and just being.
No, because I think unfortunately those people that do it just don't care, don't watch things like this. It's not very thoughtful people.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like also like if you're a guy, like don't be creepy, like don't need to put your hand around someone's waist. Like if you want maybe the shoulder. I'm a big hoverer now. Like I almost don't even touch the people now. Because I'm like, you get mauled by enough. I'm a big like Keanu Reeves. I hover. I just do my fucking pose. Like and I'm good. Like I don't need to. The creepiest ones. Has anyone ever seen the prom night held from behind?
Oh yeah.
With
Don't do
with
that.
fans and wrestling. The balls, or the lack of like brains and like class you have to do that.
There's one with Alexa Bliss. There's one with
Bliss sticks out right away to my mind. Yeah. Oh, buddy. No.
I think there's one with Mickey James back in the day. There's one, there's just like this, like dude, don't do like, well, why do you need to do that? Just yeah. There's no like,
you gotta have again. Those you gotta like literally sit down and be like, buddy, no, that's not appropriate.
just yeah. So I don't know. Just thought I'd mention that. I mean, it's not really. We touched on it, but yeah, like Matt Riddle, show up to your dates that you book. That's all I say. Matt Riddle, show up.
He did eventually. I saw yesterday. Matt Riddle returned his deposit for that charity show apparently. So to try to get back to bed. So like I guess
I says he'll do the rest soon supposedly. If what he says is the truth, I guess like again, I'm not that I want to offend Matt Riddle, but like if what he says is the truth, like there might be a little bit of a truth. They're his version, their story, and the truth in the middle. You know what I mean? I can see it maybe both ends being maybe not the best, maybe. Who knows at the end of the day who's right or wrong on this,
The issue is the issue is his reputation of like, kind of getting into drama and it never being his fault.
I will say too, to undefend him, back in the day, there's a company I follow in Ohio called Absolute Intense Wrestling. In fact, John Thorne actually contributed to that Chaco promotion. GoFundMe that I mentioned earlier. Like they had a falling out with him, and like from all accounts, like I follow them on like they do a podcast called Car Surface to Change, and like they just seem to be like real dudes that like me, like they're real dudes that love wrestling that put on a show as good as they can, and like they had a weird thing with him where like he blames them like no, it's not our fault, like you didn't fucking what I mean, like you didn't discuss or think about it. So there is definitely like I'm a firm believer in hearing everyone out, but when there's multiple fingers pointed at you, it might be you, buddy. It might be you.
The only other thing, there's this thing I read right before we came on. It's just like, but it was not unexpected because she says dumb things on podcasts, but Ronda went off about the fact that she had to work Alexa Bliss. She's like, oh, well, why did you have to? Oh, just because she makes like the most merch sales at the time. I'm like, what's the problem with that? You got to what? You got to work the most over person woman on the roster. That happens. Like it doesn't seem she knows much about the business and like just goes on podcasts.
Yeah.
What you mean? As the female wrestler, I had to work other female wrestlers on the roster? That's weird.
And I had to wrestle the most popular one. This is bullshit.
Why would you do that? Want to draw money?
Like she just seems to be a bit of a mark for herself and doesn't really understand business and like she thinks she's like looks back on her career and thinks she's like way better than she is, and it's like no, like you should be.
She came from a legitimate fighting background where she was the top of her game for a long time, who then came to this wrestling thing. And Alexa, she's skinnier than me. This doesn't make any sense. She's got that kind of mind frame. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the business. It's entertainment. Like, you either got to wrap your head around it or, whatever. So, like, that's why I don't really, like, miss her that much, especially now in post, like, interviews. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, you didn't really get it. Like, you thought your shit don't stink. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and it sounds like all the other wrestlers don't really miss her either, to be honest. And yeah, it's just I don't know, it's just like just just a bit of a yeah. I don't know. I'm not even yeah. I don't expect her to to be back, or maybe well, we'll see what happens. Anybody can come back, I guess, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's just those are the ones I want to do.
Yeah. One other thing. So apparently the speed title for the women is back, JPO?
On NXT.
Oh, both titles was announced as they are now NXT exclusive, so they're gonna shoehorn those matches in every once in a while. Yeah,
But they did do
yeah,
a
the
thing
men's too.
the thing I saw was they did a thing at the at the venue where they changed the lighting depending on how much time was left in the match. So it started out as like green
Oh,
lighting in
okay.
the arena, then went to yellow lighting and then red lighting for the final minute. So that was
Well, that's new.
that was at least interesting.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought they did on Twitter. At least at
Yeah.
first, I didn't watch recently, but I don't think they ever done that.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like they're doing a
Okay.
tournament right now to see who will face Sol Ruka, who's still the champion, carrying around that belt, and Candice LeRae beat Xia Brookside on NXT. So there you go.
Yeah, so Candice made her return to NXT. Zaya got booked as well as NXT. That's a TNA woman. Yeah.
Yeah, for NXT UK.
So
Yeah.
did that mean the
Oh, that's
men's
right. I
one
forgot
will
about
pop
that.
up at some point? Who was the
Yeah,
last
they did say there's a
men's champion?
titles.
Yeah.
Dragon Lee? No, he lost it. Oh, did he? Oh, maybe he did.
It was El Grande Americano, right?
Oh yeah, El Grande has it. I think. Yeah.
El Grande Americano was the last speed
Yeah,
champion.
but I'm pretty sure it was the other El Grande Americano, not the the skinny one.
I don't know what you're talking about. El Grande Americano is El Grande
I
Americano.
El Grande Americano, 123 days. He defeated
Richie,
Burto to retain the title back in
we do
June.
not tolerate body shaming on the Only March Wrestling podcast, so don't you dare body shame people. All right, they can be as skinny or as lean or as jacked up as they want to be. Okay, that is their decision as a person of their own free will. So and they can also, if they want to get surgery and make themselves taller or shorter or whatever they want to be, like, hey, listen, I saw The Materialists. Okay. And Pedro Pascal got that surgery where he broke his knees and got taller. like things can happen. People can do things if they want to. Okay, so my Goku is really annoyed and pissed at me every time I talk about El Grande Americano is not this person or that person. I just troll about how that's El Grande Americano because we were watching the AAA thing. So, anyways, it's fun. One other note, we forgot to mention that speaking of we were talking about AEW All Out, they moved the start time to 3 p.m. Eastern. Well, and I mean, again, better for people like me and JPO, having it in the middle of the afternoon instead of late at night. But I do also feel bad for anybody that might have already had like plans that day and was going to go to the pay-per-view at night, who attending or flying in or anything like that. Now your travel arrangements might be all screwed up.
Yeah.
Like
let's say,
for instance, JPO, you have a job and you work during that day.
Right.
You're going to go to the pay-per-view that night because it would be at 7 o'clock and you get off at 4 or 5 p.m. in the afternoon. You're going to head home.
Like I don't know if your public is as wishy-washy as mine, but like I had different shifts every week. So if I was requesting like a Sunday off, I would even say like, oh, you can book me till 4 o'clock because you know what I mean. Like I'm free till then. If you want to give me like an 8 to 4 shift.
Correct. Yeah.
I froze.
Yeah, you did. But you're right.
You froze.
I think I'm back.
You're back. I think.
Thank you for confirming. No, I already said that.
Yeah. No, but I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, what if somebody had asked off, to be off like past 4 p.m., 5 p.m., so they could go to the pay-per-view, and now this thing's starting several hours earlier. Or if you're flying in and you're going to check into your hotel, change clothes, take a shower, go to the show. Now it's like, oh, what, you're going to check into your hotel after the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? What if your flight was going to get in at 2:00, and you were going to, get off your flight, go, tool around the city for a couple hours, whatever. I think that might throw some people off, who had maybe plans that day or whatever. So that's a little odd that you wouldn't, just change the start time. I get that they don't want to compete with WrestlePalooza. I get that, but that should have been from the start then, But then again, I don't think officially WWE had announced WrestlePalooza at that point.
Yeah,
because that kind of came out of nowhere. And have they even officially announced the date for Wrestle Dream as far as AEW goes? I know it's like usually happens in October.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah. So it means the pre-show, Malcolm, will probably be at like 1:30. I mean, it's usually an hour, starts an hour and a half, before the show. So, matches are going to start at like 2 p.m. On the pre-show. So, that could be a little tricky. But I feel bad for you, Richie, because that just means you can't join us. Once again, you're going to be like asleep for most of the show.
But I don't know. Sometimes maybe it's I get it, but sometimes it's like maybe I would have just gone. Sometimes like maybe bet on yourself. Like I think on paper, I mean we don't know yet because there's only, as we'll get into, maybe there's only really one match that's been announced right for WrestlePalooza, which is Io Sky Stephanie Foucault match. That's gonna on paper it's gonna be a good match, but like I don't know. I feel like on paper the All Out will probably looks like a better show. I don't know. I just feel like will it affect them that much if they went head-to-head? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to be like bite the bullet and be like, look, we've already had this time locked in. It's gonna be.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like I get that WWE's trying to steal. Like it's more about social media headlines and chatter online, like during the show. Okay, here's AJ Lee or Brock Lesnar, whatever. But it's like to me, it's like okay, Tony, just use this opportunity to book a great wrestling show. Like just make the best show you possibly can. You know what I mean? And like be like, hey, you guys are all about just getting people eyeballs on like the stars and not so much the content in the ring. Be like, hey, we've got, we deliver on pay-per-view in the ring. You know what I mean? You want to see like match of the year candidates, like come over here, that sort of thing. Yeah. So that's what you should focus on.
Because I don't think this WWE having the thing on the pay-per-view on the same day as an AEW pay-per-view is going to stop anytime soon. So he's just going to have to like bite the bullet at some point. Just like, fuck it. All right, we're head-to-head.
I kind of feel like as soon as AEW announces wherever Wrestle Dream is going to be, it's going to be like, whatever, then, they're going to try to announce something else. Although I think they've already got stuff booked. Like the rumor has it right now is that Wrestle Dream will be on October 18th. But it looks like they already have something booked for the week before and the week after that. So there might not be a direct clash there because it looks like the NXT Halloween Havoc show is happening the week after on a Saturday already. It's already announced for like October 25th. And then there was something before that. So we may go a month without 1 month without a dueling clash. At least. So that's a good point, Malcolm. Even with the 4-hour time difference, it depends. The shows usually go more than 4 hours. Even this last one, even Forbidden Door, which went I think 4.5, which is kind of a little short, on the shorter end of things. We'll see how long it actually goes because Tony tends to book at least like 10 matches per show. They tend to at least bump up into that 4-hour mark, so we'll see what happens.
Shane had promotion and then nearly one tag match on the pre-show.
Got to defend those things, right? All right, well, let's get into a little Clash in Paris. Did everybody watch the show? Were we all successful in that? I know I did. I watched it live. We checked it out. Let's get into the actual results and talk about these matches. We opened with Roman Reigns defeating Bronson Reed out there with the Shula Fala in 22 minutes. And what's funny is, so between the entrances, the match, and the post-show, or not the post-show, the post-match beatdown and everything, this whole segment between Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed took up an hour. The first hour of the show.
I feel like most of it was the entrance and the post-match. The post-match lasted ages.
The post-match lasted almost as long as the match seemed like. Because while it was a good match and the crowd was into it, and they threw down. The post-match is they did the very stretched out thing where Braun Breaker speared Roman through the table, then kind of left him, then came back and Braun did his running, aisleway leaping, spear, which always looks pretty good. I will say, like it's a lot of fun to watch, and then. Tsunami, and then another tsunami, and then walk up the ramp, go back and do another tsunami. Although the one on the backboard was fun as far as Roman being strapped down, so that was good. But yeah, the typical kind of stretched out, maybe going on a little too long here, but Roman's Reigns taking it. JPO, any thoughts on the opener with them, the post match? Roman's got to go film that Street Fighter thing like Cody, for a little while. So we gotta write him off TV again for a little bit. What do you think?
Always writing this motherfucker off. One of my favorite picture collages. It's all the times on SmackDown they hype the return of Roman Reigns, and it's all the same thing, but they're all from different episodes because this dude has gone back so many times. Worse than Walking Dead every time so and so gets reunited with so and so. It's a big thing with him. So. I mean, that is what it is. I would have loved for Braun to get over, but again, never doubt Roman in WWE. Match was fine. The match I think kind of delivered kind of what I thought it should, but yeah, I think it is a bit egregious that this took up a full hour again. Like, think about the time that 20 minutes to give to a seventh match would have been pretty nice in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Richie?
Yeah, especially considering you put like. Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa on SmackDown. You couldn't put it like a guy who's French Canadian on the show. I don't know. That'd be nice. Or AJ and Dominic. The match was all right. Speaking of collages, I saw another one where it's like pointing out that hey, it's like September and Roman Reigns has been written off the show 3 times already. Yeah.
3 times this year alone, he's been written off TV for various reasons. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, the match was good. I wish I had more confidence in Bruce Reed winning. Again, it would have. I mean, considering the match beatdown, why couldn't he just? I don't know. Why couldn't he have just won? I wouldn't imagine it.
Because Roman doesn't lose on pay-per-view, dude. Don't you know this? You never bet against Roman. Ever.
Would have done more for Bronson, but I don't get. Oh well. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them to go after the tag titles. That might make the tag title thing more interesting. But but yeah, match was good. But yeah, other than that, the post match angle was just it took it really long because you had to get all the agents and stuff out there. Jason Jordan and Hurricane and
it is always fun to see those guys out there occasionally. Oh, there's Shane Helms. There's Jason Jordan. Hey, remember that?
You might call mention Jason. So I don't know. It was a good match, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was. I get why you're opening the show.
Well, Roman's a lot like MJF. He's either going to open the show or close the show. There's not going to really be much in between. It's like if he's not going to be on the close, he's going to do that. So, but yeah, moved on to a match that got kind of added last minute. The Wyatt Six of Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis retaining their tag titles against the Street Profits, who are once again, for about how many times do they tease that they're going to break up now over the last 3 years? Like 15 times that they're gonna break up. Maybe they will finally do it this time. But yeah, teasing the dissension still. It looks like we might finally get that Montez Ford, singles push eventually. I don't, JB, I don't know if you're with me, but if they were to split up, I feel like Angela Dawkins would be on the lower end of that one, being a single star than Montez Ford. I don't know.
Yeah, I've always felt Dawkins needs to Dawkins is in the back no, we're good, Montez. Let's keep running this thing out. Because I've always thought Montez has the looks, the body, the personality of dude, throw that IC title on him. Fuck yeah. Throw that US title on him. Hell yeah, and then we'll go from there. You know, and I think Angelo might have a better shot than like a Tucker, but to Otis. But yeah, I don't know if I necessarily see Angelo ever breaking out of like that Titus O'Neil mid card spot. You know, if on his own.
It's like kind of the crime time thing where like I thought they were better as a tag team than as singles guys, you know, with Shad and JTG. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but in this case, I think Montez has a shot though.
No, I think Montez has a shot. I agree. I just think like you know when you know it seems like they break these tag teams up sometimes and it just doesn't pan out. You think the way you think it's going to be, you know, with those guys. You know, I just mean for both of them. You know what I mean? Like there is a chance that one guy could break out. You know, when they do that, and it's better. But I think in some cases like this, for the most part, at least as far as the other person goes, they're better as a tag team. It's like you have situations like. You have situations like Harlem Heat where Booker T does break out, you know, as a singles
competitor. The world champ Hall of Famer.
Stevie Ray was never going to break out as a singles competitor ever. Like he is better off when Harlem Heat is together. You know what I mean?
He's got the most luckiest. He's got the most like the biggest lottery ticket ever, being the brother of Booker T. He was able to.
So yeah.
I mean, you could argue the same for the other team. Like, I don't know if I necessarily see Dexter Loomis or Joe Gacy as like a huge guy on their own, but like they're a fun tag team, you know.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, I just think, one guy would benefit from the split more than the other guy. Is what I mean. You know what I mean? Like Montez Ford, I wouldn't mind seeing him as a single guy, but I think Dawkins, to your point, is like, do we really need to do that? Let's take our tag team. We're a good tag team. Let's take our tag team.
Yeah, come on. There's plenty of singles.
Any thoughts on the actual match? I know it was kind of a standard tag team match. It was okay.
Yeah, I liked it on paper because again, like. Except for that ladder match, I feel is the only SmackDown tag title match we've had outside of getting ladder matches in Mania. So I'm glad that it happened, But like, I don't know. I don't know if it's because you had the Montez and Angelo thing in the back of your head, so like I don't think they were as on as they could have been from a story standpoint. And then I don't know. I never felt this match geared like got into a second gear like enthralling level. Like it's good, but it's not great. I mean, it's skippable. Know the results. Titles didn't change hands. Go watch SmackDown.
Even as hot as the crowd was all night, and shout out again to the France crowd who definitely brought it, just like last year. You know what I mean? With that Backlash crowd, they definitely brought it again this year in Paris. Like even that crowd was like. They had a hard time getting that crowd going, you know what I mean, for this match. So, if you couldn't get that crowd going, good luck with just like a regular crowd, but Richie.
They've also, I mean, I think Brian and Dave mentioned this on their show, but they've done a number on the Street Profits. They don't seem to be as special as they used to be. Like, they'd come out, they'd have the cool music, and then like, the cups and everything. And then, like they seemed like happier, and then like they turned them heel. That didn't work. With like Bobby Lashley, that didn't work. So they turned them back babyface randomly, and then they turned them heel. And it worked. Now they got shitty music. They got really bad music that doesn't that doesn't like hype you up at all. And they drew the short end of the straw here, where they had to do the promotion, and they came out like Goose wearing a fucking Borderlands helmets on. I mean, it's like, man, like the Street Profits are a great tag team, but they're like I'm like it's like the reason they're not as over as they used to be because you made them not as over as they used to be, because they're not seen as special because like they're just not as cool anymore. I think Angelo Dawkins will sort of I don't know. I would be going, hey, what's his name? Carlos Silva from TNA. There might be. Is there any openings coming up soon? I might. I feel like my job might be in jeopardy here. Or it's like you mentioned Crime Time before. I think there was a running joke with Crime Time. It was like I think someone had a website where it was like, is JTG still employed? Yes, because he was literally just relegated to dark matches and house shows for ages. I mean, not that they did much with Chad either, but so I don't know. I understand why they want to do it, but like it's like should have pulled the trigger the first time. But I do think he has it. Yeah, in this match, the fact I'm talking more about that than the match says a lot, because the match was what it was. It was a match. I like the White Six, but I think kind of they're not as hot as they were when they came in as well. Yeah, I would like to see them use Uncle Howdy and Nikki more as well, and other roles. But yeah, I don't know, and I guess Eric Rowan, but yeah, it was a match.
Yeah, it was a match. And yeah, speaking of matches, Becky Lynch defeated Nikki Bella. This match was not great. Yeah, and I think it's just it's a case of like Nikki Bella's from a different era of women's matches with that that Divas era, the Divas Championship era, and I don't know if she quite fits in with this new workhorse style of women like when Becky's working like a Bailey or Lyra or or anybody like that because oh my God was that on that next what is the Botchamania JPO that kick the kick that missed by a mile will be on there 100%.
I'm trying to work out was she
a phantom kick?
Was Becky meant to be in spot there, or was did they just
I think it's just a case where Becky was out of position. Becky forgot the spot, forgot where she was supposed to be. Nikki. Hey, it's on both of them because if you're going to do a spot like that, hey, you got to look first, okay? You can't just blind jump. There was a famous spot where Tom Zink, the Z-Man on one of the Clash of the Champions, did a thing where without looking, he just ran up to the top rope and did a springboard turnaround crossbody, and the dude was nowhere near him, and he just crossbody the floor. And it's like, bro, you can't do those spots and not at least look first and make sure the person's ready to go. It is what it is. So yeah, Richie, this match was not great.
Yeah, it wasn't great. They weren't. They didn't feel like they had much chemistry in the ring. The crowd didn't like Nikki Bella at all. I guess it's just from what you said. She's from I think the crowd recognized she's from this other era. Even though I think WWE likes to try and make you think, or likes to give these people, like we talked about before, likes to give these lions there's supposed to be these influential Bella's supposed to be these influential figures I got interested. Your inspiration, get into wrestling. I doubt it. I know there's people outside of wrestling, some Akira's know who the Bellas are, but it's I don't think they just have that wrestling influence. I think that there's most enough to be
And it was so cringy a few weeks back when Io Sky had to come on screen and be like, "Oh, you were such an inspiration to me, Nikki Bella." No, you weren't.
I know you were.
No, you weren't. You were not watching Nikki Bella matches. You were watching like Japanese women.
You're watching Joshi. Yeah, you're Joshi or whatever. Yeah.
No, you're not watching Divas Championship matches.
Yeah, if you said Bull Nakano or something like that, I'm yeah, that's who you're watching. Yes, yeah. But yeah, you weren't watching. So yeah, I don't know that and look, Nikki is obviously the better of the Bella Twins. I think she definitely, she's one of those ones that definitely got people that definitely got better in ring work, but it's just still not to that level that needs to be of the other women. So yeah, it's probably best that Becky gets out of that feud. I guess. Do we see AJ winning the Intercontinental title? AJ, I don't know, maybe. So yeah, match wasn't great. But I think Becky salvaged her night by night's end.
Yeah, for sure. JPO, any thoughts on Becky and Nikki here?
Well, as I was thinking about Nikki, I almost took a nap because I am not a big fan. When I saw that she was returning, I was like, whatever. I feel like the roster is better, and I'd love to be proven wrong. this match didn't prove anyone wrong. Maybe she should have spent more time as a PC or whatever. Because again, this is a big juicy singles match, and it just didn't click here, man. So far experiments kind of failed for me here. We just have so many people on the roster between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Yeah, I think her time was past her. Again, prove me wrong, but this didn't do it. Yeah, this is the worst match of the night.
No, yeah.
This is where I feel like an idiot because I was like I lost predictions because I went out on a limb like Nikki.
Well, I mean, we probably should have done some tiebreakers because then, regardless of that, it ended up being a three-way tie with 5 points anyway. So, between the three of us here on screen, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, because you were the only one, Richie, although who had the Wyatts in that match. So so it evened out there. But yeah, we all otherwise we're pretty spot on with most of our stuff. So and going with that, another thing where we were all together and correct, Rusev defeated Sheamus in a good old fashioned Donnybrook match, aka a street fight. Just a fancy word for street fight. No holds barred, but still has to, still have to win by pin or submission. But yeah, man, really fun match. Might have been kind of tied for my match of the night here. Really, really fun. Again, I think these two guys, they gave them a lot of time to give them 20 minutes. So they gave them time to go out there and just beat each other up, nice meaty match. And these two guys are ones that are just going to go out there and use their fists and their forearms and their club ring blows. And in this case, some weapons. Kendo sticks, an actual bar, some whiskey barrels, some chairs, all kinds of stuff. A match that I think the crowd, was excited for, but I think got into more and more as it went along, which was again a good sign if you can get the crowd super, super invested. Again, with all that, I liked Rusev turning the tables and doing, the smashes to Sheamus a little bit at one point. Like Sheamus doing it to him over that bar. That was fun. They did some creative stuff, with the gimmick. The white noise off the barrels through the tables was fun. Rusev getting the win by kind of, not so much as a choke out, but he pulled the shillelagh over his face, in kind of a camel clutch sort of a thing, right? Kind of using the shillelagh, against him in that way. So they made a big deal about Sheamus tapping out. They said twice he's tapped out, but I think somebody fact checked and said it's actually been 3 times in the last couple of years he's tapped out, something like that.
I'm trying to think who would it have been to, maybe Daniel Bryan. I can't remember.
It was something. Somebody fact checked and said it's actually been 3 times in the 2020s he's tapped out to something. So, but regardless of what of that, it's rare. It's still rare. JPO, any thoughts on this meaty match here and the good old Donnybrooks with them? JPO?
Yo.
Sorry. Now we're back up here, man. Now these two, I think I even said last time maybe they could have put them on the last PLEs, but we replaced kind of I imagine be kind of the blow up between these two. This was a good fight. I think this one actually did feel like a second gear and whatnot and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it escalated as time went on in the second half, but in the first half, and good win for Rusev. Now let's just not kill the momentum. Let's keep running this dude. I like Rusev.
No, at least he got the win here and kind of gets a little bit of his momentum back. So we'll see where he goes from now. Richie.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention those hilarious spots, not by the wrestlers, but on commentary when Rusev's coming out, Wade Barrett coughs, and he's like, and then Michael Cole goes, "Oh, that was disgusting." It's like, sorry, my cough button didn't work.
Because they have cough buttons on their things, usually, on their headsets or in front of them. There's usually a button you could, or it's a temporary, mute thing. It's like here on StreamYard, how I can mute my. And nobody hears me, as you did right there. They have something like that for if you sneeze or cough or something like that. Thought it was a joke at first, where he's like, "I'm allergic to Rusev" or something like that.
The match itself was great. It was fun. but yeah, I thought delivered what I wanted to, which is meat, and like the crowd chanting meat, and yeah, it's really like a good chemistry in this shoot because they're like in real life they're like great friends. I keep getting reminded back in the day when it's like I think they were chilling, and then Rusev mentioned something about watching Total Divas, and like didn't realize they're on that Rusev was on stream, and Sheamus goes, "We're not watching that shite," and he's like, "Oh, that was fun." Yeah, yeah, the battle spot was cool, even though people online like to point out like Jessica Carr was like holding up the barrels. I'm like, well, yeah, you don't want them to fall down yet. You don't want them to.
Have you ever seen a referee hold a ladder in a match? It happens all the time. Yeah, it was no different.
Yeah, it's like otherwise, because otherwise, if she doesn't, they could fall down and hurt themselves. Like, yeah, like sometimes you just got to suspend disbelief, man. Just wrestling. But yeah, no, it was fun, and yeah, Rusev needed the win. With Sheamus, I think Sheamus is the guy. I think Rusev could be. Yeah, I would like to see Rusev like get put up in that sort of upper, mid-tier era, level here. Because yeah, I've always really liked Rusev. It's a shame he like showed back up right at the end of our at that end of our like fantasy WWE thing because he would have made me some points, but all good.
Yeah. And we moved on to John Cena and Logan Paul, which was a pretty great match, if I may say so myself. I once again have challenged anybody to tell me that Logan Paul is not a great wrestler. And we've seen what he can do the last couple of years. I mean, I've been on the Logan Paul train ever since his first year. If you guys remember, we would be on here, and I was like, Logan Paul for world champion, and I think he will be within the next year or two. I think he's going to be, a world heavyweight champion, in the next, 2 years or something like that. I could definitely see it once he becomes, more of a kind of a permanent full timer. But yeah, I mean, I think he has all the tools. He's got the athleticism. He's got the natural kind of mentality, for the business. And yeah, who knew it took John Cena going back to being Super Cena babyface to have great matches again? Because he sure wasn't having it as a heel. I think just his natural inclination, if anybody doubted him, is to be Super Cena. Even the crowd was chanting Super Cena throughout this thing. But yeah, busting out kind of all of his moves that he hits every now and then. He busted out the Code Reds. He busted out a Styles Clash at one point. And then
he did the End of Days.
He did the End of Days. Yeah, he did the Baron Corbin End of Days in there, which was fun. It was funny when he did the Styles Clash, and then the crowd started doing the la 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 la. Yeah, so that was fun. But yeah, they gave him time, 26 minutes here for the two of them. And yeah, Cena looked like the Cena of old here, and I thought it was a lot of fun. And again, Logan knows how to get heat. Yeah, he knows how to just be naturally hateable, but back it up in the ring with his stuff. So I thought this was great. JPO, any thoughts on Cena and Logan Paul here? And what I thought was a pretty damn good match. Right, JPO?
JPO.
Any JPO? No? Okay. Richie? JPO? Yeah? Hey, buddy.
What?
John Cena, Logan Paul. Any thoughts?
Oh yeah, no, this is good. Cena's 2 for 2 now as far as the big rematches here. Again, a good amount, 26 minutes. So no, I thought Logan looked like a star. It's a loss, but again, a huge PLE match against Cena. That's a win. So and yeah, no man, love him or hate him, dude's I think is gonna be around for a while. And I do think he's definitely potential future world champ.
No, he'll be there eventually. Yeah, no, we don't need it right now. We got enough world title contenders tooling around right now to where he doesn't need to be like, a champion anytime soon. But yeah, I could definitely see like 2 years from now, something like that. And he's still young enough. How old is he overall?
Like
I clicked that. Yeah, well, he's 30 right now, but again, he moves like a 20-year-old, so he's in great shape. So he'll be fine. He'll be all right. But yeah, Richie.
Yeah, the match was great. Yeah. I even joked when he did the Code Red. I'm like, oh, he did Pop Rocks, but yeah, I used to do the Code Red for a while. But yeah, even like Logan Paul, he did the zigzag, which
they called it, and even Michael Cole called it a Dolph Ziggler zigzag.
Zigzag. And
Yeah,
then
when they were doing European uppercuts, he called them Cesaro uppercuts.
he did the thing to Cena with he lifted up at the end. Did the one? I think that was a reference to like that promo he did a while ago.
Mhm.
It's just like, oh, cool, this is cool. But yeah, man, yeah, like Cena's working his ass off here. I'm like, man, okay, just being a babyface is your thing. All right, cool. I'm sorry we wanted you to do it. What was he? Yeah, no, this match was great. I was pleasantly surprised, and yeah, I could definitely see Logan winning, like, being the champion. Even if like someone like maybe who's a champion who I don't expect to have like a long reign wins the title, maybe like if someone like down the road, someone like LA Knight wins the title, right? I could see that. I could see Logan Paul winning. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely no. Great match, a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely one of Cena's better, matches the last couple of years for sure. Yeah, having good matches at least in the home stretch here, so that's good. Yeah, the match with Cody was good. The match here was good. So yeah, we'll see how him and Brock do. If they can kind of recreate some of that magic, we'll see. Yeah, and then your main event, Fatal 4-Way for the World Heavyweight title. About 25 minutes here. Seth Rollins defeating CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. And Seth Rollins getting, again, some help here after Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were banned from the building by Adam Pearce. So you knew some shenanigans were going to happen, or how was he going to escape with this one? And yes, he did it in the form of a ninja, a.k.a. Becky Lynch, his wife, finally showing up and I guess officially kind of becoming part of the Vision, this group to a degree, maybe, kind of.
I think she is. Apparently she's listed internally as part of the Vision. Apparently, the crowd, it filled the crowd. I'm like, I almost feel like you didn't need to unmask. I'm like, those eyes are a giveaway that you're picking.
Yeah. As soon as somebody came in the ring, I looked over and said, "Oh, it's Becky. It's definitely Becky." She low blows CM Punk, and yeah, Rollins. I like the fact that he went around handing out curb stomps before he did it. So he curb stomped like Jay on the outside. He curb stomped LA Knight, who had already been put through the announce table. Curb stomped him on the announce table, and then finished off Punk with a curb stomp on a chair. Again, a good Fatal 4-Way match that was kind of more about the story, which is fine. We had it was about progressing the story here. We'll see if Becky, like in future matches, Richie starts coming out with Paul Heyman. I think that'll like confirm it. If he starts like managing her, in matches, like he does everybody else in the group, which, I mean, again, it'll bring a fresh dynamic to that if he, works like a Bailey or somebody and is out there for the match. I think that would be fun, to have him managing a woman. So I think that works to a degree. But yeah, our new member of Becky. But JPO, any thoughts on the main event here and the Becky Lynch involvement, which you already kind of touched on the Becky AJ stuff, but JPO, any thoughts on this one at all? JPO? Hey, buddy.
Hey,
you gotta unmute yourself, buddy.
I was so ready like a minute ago, and I fucking lost it again. God damn it!
No, you're good. I was just getting your thoughts on the main event and the angle and the where we're going forward with Becky.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we already kind of touched on the AJ stuff, but if you want to expand on that at all, yeah.
Yeah, no, not much more to say. Like that we touched on, the fact that they're very much. If it's not edgy, it better be fucking Awesome Kong, because they're definitely setting up some sort of big CM Punk backup person. They're not just be, or I don't know. But no, I fun 4-Way here. You know what I mean? They're never like 5 stars, but this is a pretty fun one. Everyone kind of getting their shit in match. Rollins just had that awesome cash, and he was about to lose it. You know what I mean? So it's a way to get some stars on the show. Fun enough match here. You know what I mean? And we got more to come in the future with Punk and Rollins.
Yeah, no, I mean it's definitely not over. I mean, even Punk even said like it's probably never going to be over between the two of these guys. Even if they have a blow off, it's just going to be one of those like ongoing feuds. And I've always contended, yeah, if Punk's going to beat him eventually, it's not going to be in a 4-way. It's going to be in a 1-on-1. And I've said it's probably going to be in a Hell in a Cell. At some point in the near future, they'll bring that back. As they've been doing for just the grudges in the feud. So it makes a little sense here. But Richie, thoughts?
I feel like the way to maybe. When a Punk eventually beats Rollins, it'll probably be the way to keep them separate is maybe Rollins goes to SmackDown or something. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? There'd be a way to.
Yeah.
Well,
I think you could have Rollins go to SmackDown, have LA Knight come over to Raw permanently. One or two of those other guys kind of, they'll do like a brand, mix up again, that sort of thing. Kind of, switch a few things around.
Yeah. There's also another Easter egg here about like maybe heading towards the AJ Lee thing, because like when he's like cursing people, talking trash to people, he goes, "I hate you, I hate your family."
Yeah, so, I hate you, and I hate all your family. That's definitely like a hint. When you say I hate you, I hate your family, and well, I thought, well, you hate Larry?
You hate Larry? I mentioned that's my friend. I'm like, Larry? Is it going to be CM Punk and Larry?
Yeah, CM Punk and Larry versus Becky. Yeah, don't you dare disparage Larry. Yeah,
I like the fact we know CM Punk's dog. I don't know if we know,
Well, I mean, hey, Larry got a chant on television. I mean, don't.
And he's got
is over. Yeah, and anybody who says he's not cute is crazy. He's cute. He's got his teeth hanging out. He's cute.
He's cute. I mean, most dogs are cute. I don't know, like,
yeah. He's a rescue, man. Punk, he's a rescue, man. I love, rescue dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a rescue. No, this match is fine. Yeah, it's more of a story-driven thing. I feel like Jay and LA Knight were just sort of there, but they feel they did their part and they looked good. I think hopefully. I think LA Knight's time will come. Hopefully, I've been saying that for a while. I still have hope. His time will be there. It'll come. He's still over. Well, I think he's gotten back to being over a little bit. I thought he lost his shine a bit before they kind of moved him to Raw. So I think he's getting it back a bit. So hopefully, I think his time will come. But I think there's just more story line here. Good match. Good match. And it looks like maybe we're getting potentially getting the Usos at Westpalooza. It's like Usos maybe.
Yeah.
And
Well, I feel like getting the Usos back together might be the best for them to freshen them back up a little bit, and especially on the Raw tag team side of things. You know what I mean? I thought they were going to rerun the Usos and the New Day back like 6 months ago when the New Day were like hot as heels, when like fresh on their heel run. And again, I know they've had a million matches together, but at least it would be a different dynamic with the New Day being the heels and the Usos being the faces. Like kind of what it used to be.
Yeah.
What
they're just hanging around with Grayson Waller at the moment, just fucking.
It's been a running joke with me and my girl as well when we see like the New Day, which when we get to the end of the year things, JPO, I've asked, do the end of the year thing the worst feud of the year or whatever storyline? Can I count the botched New Day heel run as like the worst storyline?
I was gonna say, I think we've had worst angle segment. Yeah, oh yeah. We can have an overall like just worst angle kind of thing. Like you said, them dropping balls, another good one. Back in the day, it was the whole devil thing, sucked in AEW.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I mean, one that just like whimpered out or petered out or something like that. That would count, right? I would count like the New Day being like the hottest act in the company for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then they just like
having a great breakup followed by not being on TV, having a mediocre title run. Back to like being background guys on TV,
and literally like what was it on the last show or something? They were like they were on the show in a Papa John's commercial on the show. That was it.
And they dressed up like grieving widows and hanging around Grayson Waller and calling him Big Chief.
Yeah, and that is sadly the best thing they've done in like a couple months. That's kind of funny, but it still
Yeah.
shouldn't be the highlight of their run this year.
Right. That's
We're in
what I mean.
September. That Big E promo was, I believe, before the year ended, was it not?
Maybe just. I can't remember.
Because I feel like we talked about it on our year-end show. So if not in January, I'm just saying like we're in September, we're in fall, and the breakup heel turn has not worked out great.
Because I remember like saying like when we were talking about like surprise people in the Rumble, I said, "Oh, Big E and New Day should be in the ring," and then Big E should.
Yeah, exactly. See, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to see when that episode of Raw actually happened, when they like turned on Big E or whatever and did that whole thing. And yeah, the reunion episode, because that was on the reunion episode, that was December 2nd, 2024, was the 10-year anniversary of the New Day thing, that like celebration or whatever that became that. Was the promos that same day, that same show or whatever, or when they turned on him, they kicked him out?
Yeah, that was the 10-year celebration was the heel turn, yeah.
But basically, it was December of last year, yeah. So and just they were hot for a little while and then just kind of dropped. So I don't know what happened there. But anyways, JPO, your overall thoughts on Clash in Paris, score out of 10, all that jazz. Before we move on.
This is a bit of an odd one here. I don't mind anything. Oh, that's not true. Actually, I do mind. I don't like the women's. I don't love the tag. I like it, but don't love it. And like honestly, too, I don't know if this is one of those shows where like if you skipped it, yeah, you're okay. Watch YouTube highlights if you want to see Ned Logan, and if you're really itching, go watch Rusev Sheamus versus Seth versus that forward. But again, like the AEW review, there's no match on here where I'm like, bro, go watch yada yada. Like maybe Rusev Sheamus, but I feel like also like you can get the gist from some of the really good Raw matches too, to a degree. So I don't know. I feel like I don't know if because of two bad matches, and it's only 6 matches, not 2 bad ones. I'll still say a 6.3.
Okay, fair enough. That Barstool score. That's right, Richie.
Everyone knows the rules.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll go slightly higher. The Becky Nikki Bella match wasn't great, and the tag match was just there. But yeah, like I think like the Cena Logan match brings it up, and so does the Donnybrook brawl. What do they call it? They could call it like parody in Paris or something. I don't know. But and the whole show could have been called that.
They've done the match before though, so they are kind of at least staying within the lore of Sheamus, I guess.
By the way, my WWE email that I got like screwed up. They called it this Clash of the Castle. I'll be a bit kind. I'll go 7.
Yeah, I'll also go 7 because I do think I think it is worth watching again for the crowd alone. I mean, again, another amazing France crowd. So shout out to them. They brought it again, and I think they have ensured that WWE will probably go there at least once a year, for one of these PLEs because not only were they making a lot of money off the show, but the crowd has proved that they're pretty amazing when they go there. So I think you will see another show next year, in France. They go back to Lyon or whatever. So I mean, the crowd again it brings elevated a lot of the matches throughout the night. But yeah, I think at least the 2 matches, if you went back and missed it, go watch. And they were back to back, so that's easy to do. That chunk of the show with the Rusev match and the John Cena Logan Paul match, which were both great. John Cena is one of his better matches of this year. I think right up there with the Cody Rhodes rematch, not the original one, the rematch that was much better. And the and Sheamus, they've given him some time, and he has great matches when they give him time. So and this is another good one. So I think those are at least worth going out of the way to see. But yeah, I'll go in that 7 territory as well. So, all right, cool. Well, we got a few minutes left. Do you guys want to burn the last 3 letters of our wrestler ABC game?
Give me 2 minutes, but you can start like the counter or the.
Yeah. I can bring up the wheel, and we'll see. kind of what we've got left. But yeah, we've been burning through this Wrestler ABC game, kind of going through, and how it works is we'll pull up a letter from the alphabet, and we'll each kind of name wrestlers beginning with that letter as much as we can until we kind of burn them all out, and we get stuck here a little bit. But I did pull up a wheel while we were getting things going here, and we can kind of see what we're going to do here. Yeah, 3 letters left. I've been keeping track as we've been burning off. We have I, Y, and N for our final letters here. Is what we've got left over to do as well. So
why can you go? Focus.
Yeah.
I, okay.
All right, I. Okay, so we're gonna do the I here. All right, there you go. All right, so pull this off the thing. There we go. All right, we'll wait for JPO to get back, but yeah, at least we've got a little bit of a break here, Richie, until we get to the next pay-per-view as well. We got All Out is the 20th, so we do have one fresh week in between where we can decide if we want to do something for a topic. Maybe we'll talk off the air if we want to do something. I'm thinking about us doing another like tier ranker or something. I'm just trying to figure out a topic.
The one that's been on docket for ages was that women best of like was it 90s 2000? It was that women that JPO wanted to do for a while. The 90s 2000, or there's like we could do a tier ranker as well. I mean, that is. I think that was.
Well, yeah. I mean, we still got our Rankum series on tap, but we kind of need Jacob to be here and then somebody else. We kind of need multiple people.
Oh yeah. Tier ranker.
I'm going to say we could do a tier ranker between the 3 of us if we wanted to do just like a mini tier ranker. But I was trying to think of something to do. I've been having like a thought about like managers and valets, like doing like a tier ranker of that or something like that. I don't or just seconds in general, even like enforcers, things like that. I've kind of thrown around stuff like that. We could even do like some kind of rapid fire ones, like we don't have to do that overall. But all right, JPO's back back in action on screen. Got your whiteboards, guys, your papers. What you got going on?
Did you see the letter we got, JPO?
He's gathering his stuff here, getting ready to go. How it's gonna work is we got the letter. We're gonna go around the horn, kind of like picks and list. Who name as many as we can for that letter until we all get tapped out. JPO, we'll give you the first crack at it since you're back, and we'll go in a circle here. We spun I out of the last 3 letters, so I for the wrestlers here. But I'll let you kick it off, and you can get the first one, whatever you like. For I.
Okay. Good hit. I've used this number more than I thought I had. I played too many games.
Oh, you can find a spare piece of paper, yeah.
Oh, this thing's full. Well, the left side's not full. There we go.
Yeah.
Isaac Yankum.
Okay, sounds good. Richie. Yes, guy. Yeah. I'll go with I'll make you humble, Iron Sheik. JPO.
Okay. Ice Train.
Ice Train, yeah. Ice Train.
Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov. Oh, you took my next one. Can I say I show speed? He was in the Rumble, so that counts.
Yeah.
He's got a cage match, so okay.
Yeah. All right.
Iceman King Parsons.
He's a great man. He's got no enemies. Ian Rotten.
Oh, okay. I'll go with another Ian from the Indies. Ian Abercrombie. I have a bunch of IW Mid-South stuff with him. Okay.
Then I'll match that obscure name with Ian Tomaselli of the Tomaselli Brothers.
Yeah, I know who that is. All right.
Do you remember Icarus from P2G?
Yeah. Icarus? Yeah, I remember Icarus.
Yeah.
I'll go with From NWA, Ivan Koloff.
I might be out already. Give me a minute. um,
I think I've only got 2 more as of right now. So we'll see if they last.
Yeah.
I got one.
I
Should have mentioned before.
have fun. I'll start looking shit up.
Okay, all right, JP, let's start back check here, see what we missed up, and we'll see how far we can get. Richie.
I should mention this one like probably second, but Ivory.
Ivory, yeah. I'll say Ivar.
Oh yeah.
Of the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
Ivar. I mean, I've only got one more, so unless Richie.
I don't know. I is hard. I thought I was looking at Y thinking that was hard. I is hard actually.
Yeah.
IRS.
Yeah, that counts. IRS. I've got the Polish hammer, Ivan Putski.
Oh yeah.
You only need one more, Richie, because I'm tapped. So.
I don't even know.
You tapped.
I think you won anyway.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm tapped out. Ivan Putski was my last shot. So JPO,
Yeah. I haven't seen any does yet. There are definitely some more though. Indy Hartwell, former NXT, now TNA. Isaiah Cassidy, a private party, which again, if I just fucking look to my right, have his autograph. God damn it. Isla Dawn, former women's tag champ.
Yeah.
On Evolve, it's Gal. Former Tough Enough / AW Ivalise, part of American Made, Ivy Nile. Is he Dan from NXT?
Jesus.
That might be it, though.
We missed a lot of women, though. Oh, man, shame on us. Us misogynists over here.
Yeah, but that's still very small compared to, everything else. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I probably should have got Ivy Nile at least and Isla Dawn. So, all right, fair enough. All right, well, 2 more. So let's see which one we get out of the last 2. All right, looks like it'll be Y. I think N will be a little more prosperous, so we'll end on a good one. So that's fine. We'll get rid of the 2, and then we'll end on a strong one because I think N we can come up with quite a few. But all right, we're going with Y here. So all right. So I won last time. Does that mean I go first? I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll go first. I'll say Yoshi Tatsu. ECW on Sci-Fi. JPO.
Yokozuna.
Yokozuna. There you go.
Yokozuna. This is why is a boy. I should know what. Yoshiki Inamura?
Sure.
Is that Yoshiki? Yeah.
You sure that's the person?
Wasn't that Josh Briggs' former partner? Was that Yoshiki?
Oh, the guy that worked over Femi recently?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess so. All right, fair enough. I'll go Yoshihiro Tajiri, if I use his full name in ECW.
Oh yeah, Yoshihiki. Okay, I just put an NXT Josh Briggs that came up.
Yeah,
All right.
okay, yeah.
All right. And you said what now? Oh, Tajiri. Right on.
Yoshihiro Tajiri, yes.
Watch out for the Yeti.
I should have said yet.
The Yeti. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Richie. I might only have one more.
I'm too locked.
Yeah.
Yuka. I'm going to give some others because I don't know her name. Yuka Suzuki, the chick from
Yuka Sakazaki. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, don't be nice, Pez. Damn it.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I know who he's talking about. It's fine. I will go with Yo of Yo and Show, that tag team.
Oh no! I thought, oh man, here's my one of two.
Yo and Show. Yeah, but that may be my last one, JPL. So if you get another one, you're gonna tap me out.
I have one more. WCW Yellow Dog.
Okay.
Did Jimmy Wang Yang ever wrestle just as Yang?
No.
Oddly enough, he might have.
No.
Did he do that in TNA?
No. Well.
Are you positive?
No.
I'm tapped, so I'm gonna fact check it. So I'll go to I'll fact check it now. I'm tapping, so it's fine.
Is it in New Japan? Is it Yoshi Hoshi?
Like Jimmy Wang Yang. Did you go just then? But
what? No, Pez is really in the middle of your. Pez is double checking your thing already.
I'm double checking your thing because I'm tapped anyway. So, let's see. I don't see any things where he's just Yang. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah, I got why for naming two Y's. I thought there's a new thing called Yoshi Hoshi is what I was saying.
Okay.
HOSHI.
All right. I think JPO won then if he's got that one. So yeah, I think you win the Y's because I'm fact checking to see if we missed anything.
Let's see here.
I mean,
Japanese guys.
Are we moving on? Yamato is one that I recognize.
Okay.
So that's
yeah. Oh, Yuji Nagata from WCW in New Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subiete.
Oh, you know what? Yamura, who we just talked about, Yuya Yamura, but you know what? I thought it was UY. Oh, damn, I didn't say that on purpose. That's just me misspelling. No, that's about it from what I can see.
Yeah, I think we got the big ones. Yeah, I'm not seeing really anything else of note. So, all right, no, fair enough. All right, so all right, we'll shut that one down. But I think we will end at least on a prosperous one. N is the last one before we tap out of the ABC game. So N, I think we'll have a little more luck with. So. All right, JPO, well, you won that one, so you will get first crack at N for this one.
New Jack.
New Jack, all right, huh? Richie?
Nigel McGuinness.
I'll say Nathan Frazier of Frexion.
Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones, there you go.
Norman Smiley.
Norman the Lunatic?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Natalia.
God damn it, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Naomi.
Yeah, we are. He still wrestles on the Indies. JPO Nate Webb, Spider Nate Webb.
Was S? This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Front end. Okay. Nick Jackson.
Yeah. Yep.
Nick Nemeth.
Nick Wayne. On
Nick
train.
Bockwinkel.
Yeah, let's go on the Nick train now. Here we go.
Man. God, what am I sucking today? Nikki Bella.
Yeah, we just talked about her. I was about to say that one. Nikki Bella. Nikita Koloff. Teamed with Dusty Rhodes a lot.
Nails.
Oh God, he was horrible. Awful.
Necro Butcher.
Necro Butcher, that's my buddy. How dare you? Nick Aldis.
Yeah, that's Nick.
Nia Jax.
Jax.
Nia Jax.
Jax, yeah. JP looking over his autographs. Who do I have?
Yeah, I'm only turning on.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's fair enough.
Don't look at my password.
It's not cheating if it's on your wall. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
The flashlight.
Yeah.
All right.
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross. I'll say Nikita Lyons.
No, that was my last one.
Oh, no.
Hold on now. Let me think. Let me look. I know your name's so good. No, that's a guy from Lost. Let's see Naveen Andrew. That's an actor from Lost. Well, that doesn't help. No avail. CCW, guys.
No, CZW. I got a CZW.
GCW.
Oh, GCW. I was saying I got a CZW one. I might say in a second.
Yeah.
Nixon Newell. Take a note. Nixon Newell. She wrestled Nixon Newell.
Okay. Anybody remember he had to retire early? JPO. Nick Mondo. Sick Nick Mondo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new Blackjacks. Blackjack one, new Blackjack one, new Blackjack.
I was saying we can't use tag teams, otherwise I would have used the ICP on the other one. Yeah.
Oh, Izzy. He's a Ring of Honor guy. Insane Dragon. Ring of Honor shit.
Insane Dragon. Yeah.
Anyway, what is I swear there's like a WWE jobber named Ned something.
I just thought of one.
Where'd you go?
Richie?
Have you thought it?
He said Insane Dragon.
Richie,
Insane
go.
Dragon. Yeah.
Oh, Insane. I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. Insane Dragon.
Noam Dar.
She hasn't been on TV in a long time. Nyla Rose. Where the hell has she been?
Oh, yeah.
Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose. Yeah.
I don't think I have anyone. No, oh no, I was about to say Mike Nux was just Nux, but I think when he did that, it's still the K though. Okay, so now that's you guys.
Okay. All right, Richie. I got about 6 more, so you better start pulling, Richie.
Let's say Nancy Benoit.
No,
because she's never billed as that. She was always woman.
Damn it.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give you a countdown. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
1 yeah.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, you're tapped. All right, we're gonna sit there humming for you. Start the conga line, JPO, for no way, Jose. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. I got. We talked about him on the WrestleMania. Richie, Nikolai Volkov, excuse me. Nikolai Volkov,
yeah.
Yeah. Nydia, the girl.
Nydia girl.
I got Nova from ECW.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And Naomichi Murafuji. I saw him wrestle Bryan Danielson live. It's a great match. So.
Yeah. A couple of these might have been said, I forgot, but did someone say Naomi?
Yeah, we said Naomi. Yeah.
All right. Natalia Markova, the new NWA Women's Champ, Nick Camarado, MBK all day. Nick Gage was still on the board. He fought an invasion. WWE ref Nick Patrick. Remember Nicole Bass? That's a thing.
Bass, yeah.
You mentioned Nikita Volkov.
Nikolai Volkov, yeah.
There's also Koloff.
I said Nikita Koloff. I said Nikita Koloff.
So both were said, okay.
Yeah.
NXT Nico Vance, that Nino Hamburger guy was that we just saw in AAA. Noam Dar and Nunzio.
Okay. Nunzio's a big one. Yeah, I forgot about Nunzio, fair enough. All right, cool. Well, that's it. We burned through all the letters. So, but it's one of those things where like we could go back and do it again, like 6 months from now, and we would forget all the stuff all over again, and we could just do it all over again from the start. So, there you go. We were talking off air while you were off screen for a JP about what we do next week without the Jacob. Yeah, I was like, I was trying to think of like something we could do for like a tier ranker with just the three of us. Maybe just
that'd be fun.
But maybe we'll talk off the air because I can put together a tier ranker for us of just some graphics or something like that.
Hall of Famers,
like tier rank the Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
like does that include like the tag teams and factions and stuff that they've done like as well?
We could discuss maybe not.
Yeah, so like the top tier, like best of the best, the Hall of Famers, and the ones that are like,
like where does Godfather fit in? Where does Luger fit in? Yeah.
Where does Coco Beware fit in? Things
right.
like that. Yeah. That's an idea. We'll talk off the air. So yeah, it's an idea we could do. Yeah.
Can I just add this in there to go off the Ronda thing? I've got the Ronda quote here, but then MJF in classic MJF fashion has commented on it. But yeah, her full quote is, "The fact that they had me fighting Alexa Bliss at all was fucking ridiculous. And you want to know why they had me against Alexa Bliss? Because she had the most merch sales at the time. Like, what the fuck? That's your decision-making process." And MJF commented, "It's almost like pro wrestling, much like any other professional sport, functions as a business. Fucking crazy."
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, no, like you said, JP, why would we want to have two of our biggest, stars face each other in wrestling? That's crazy.
How is that
Why would we
confusing
do
logic
that?
to her? Yeah.
Yeah, why would we
Because
do
it's not
that?
even that. It's not even that crazy astray from like UFC. Like they're if somebody is more entertaining, sometimes they'll go with them over the better performer just so they can have a more entertaining fight. You know what I mean? It is more performance
I
based,
mean,
but
it is
it's
somewhat
not that
true.
far of a logic.
What Tito used to say about Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen talked his way into more matches than Chael Sonnen probably earned
Right.
in his career.
So at the end of the day, they are looking to sell pay per views. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like it's sell
You
pay
still
per
need some skill, but
Yes.
like it's not that far off from what they do to a degree.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar's UFC career was mixed at best. He lost some, he won some, but he was a draw when he was in UFC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People
want to see him
to see his fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He got a title shot off one win because he's Brock Lesnar and he's a big
Brock
star.
Lesnar. Yes, he beat Frank Mir and then got a title shot. That's what happened. So yeah, it's like it just is what it is. So yeah, no, it works. So but yeah, that'll do it for tonight. We hit past the 2 hour mark with that game. So there you go. We'll wrap it up here tonight. Yeah, we were just saying, we got a little bit of a break next week, so we don't have to do any predictions or reviews next week, which is why we might do like just with the 3 of us, maybe like a fun tier ranker or something like that, just something to kill some time, other than the news, because we still have 3 people still have a tiebreaker per se with 3 votes, so average it out. And while Jacob's on hiatus, we'll think of a topic. I might be down for the Hall of Fame thing. We'll talk about some other topics off air too. We'll figure something out and do that. So but yeah, Richie, anything you want to throw out there or plug before we get out of here?
Really, you catch on Wheeler Movies. Next week we're doing the Muppet movie, the first Muppet movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it should be fun. Get back in 1979. So,
I watched it not too long ago. I think for me and Jacob's show that we did like maybe 2 years ago. It still holds up. It's fun, and there's a lot of good cameos, like a lot of really good cameos. So it's fun.
Yeah. So check that out. I was gonna call into a long time first time, but as I was about to, you're kind of wrapping up, so I'm like, I'll wait for a couple.
If you watch the last 2 minutes of that show, Papa John's was not sitting well on me, and I needed to wrap that up.
I've had that happen on tournament fights where I'm like, Jordan, hurry up with the plugs. I gotta,
No, I literally was like, I'm not being rude. You guys had 10 seconds, fucking plugs.
Yeah,
I
know. It is funny how that works with your body. Where like, there's ones where you know how much time you have until you have to hit the bathroom. I've had that at work before, where like you have a shift, and then you have like 60 seconds to get.
I hit a wall hard. It's during the last review too. Like I was totally fine, or at least mostly fine. It's just all of a sudden, oh my God, shut up and wrap it up. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, you guys.
What about Bob? 3 stars. Move on.
All right, yeah. I get that.
Well, I'm like, I shouldn't have eaten that chocolate in the.
You pop.
Yeah, other than that, I told him at 5-2 ranker occasionally, and and catch me doing trivia at times as well. So I'm up and around.
Cool. JPO, what you got going on?
Over at the Periscope, we'll continue that tag tournament match. Tomorrow we got one dropping and some more stuff in the future. Not too much. We kind of slowed it down a little bit, but still, of course, the Periscope here dropping matches over at the RPW channel. I see Danhausen have a really fun match that's currently airing right now on RPW. Him and Bobby Croner had a fun match. Just dropped the women's match as well. That's in some views. So if you can go over there, check those out, and gearing up for our show September 26th, our suicide prevention charity show that we do every year. Matt Wilson, he's going to be there. So I believe him. We already sent him half the money, and it's gonna be fun.
Yay, all right. Yeah, and you can mostly find me over on the Movie Hero Network doing all kinds of shenanigans over there. I'll be hosting tomorrow night for part 2 of our sci-fi mystery tournament. So it's a lot of good movies in there, so it should be fun. And yeah, just me and 4 other people. So a nice, tidy 5-person panel should be all right. Looking forward to that. And yeah, we've got our 1991 tournament next week. And then, yeah, like Richie said, Wheel of Movies next week talking about the Muppet movie. So yeah, that's kind of what I got just in the pipeline for right now. So yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Yeah, we'll come back in next week. Yeah, yeah, I was just yeah, we'll probably do some kind of tier ranker or something. We'll let you guys know kind of what we're doing. We'll tool around some ideas off air and see what we come up with next week to kill some time outside of the news. So yeah, that'll wrap it up for tonight. So for Richie, for JPO, for our buddy Jacob Barber, make people laugh out there doing your thing. I am Austin Pez Howell, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.